IDF says forces entered Gaza in search of hostages.
Here's a summary of the article.
The IDF said early on Saturday, 1 week since the murderous atrocities in the south, that its air force killed Murad Abu Murad, who was the head of the Hamas aerial system in Gaza City and was largely responsible for directing terrorists during the massacre on Saturday. Earlier, the Lebanon-based Hezbollah terror group claimed responsibility for rocket fire on the Galilee in northern Israel after Hamas said its operatives launched a long-range Ayash-250 rocket on the north earlier. Metula, Israel's northernmost settlement, is situated adjacent to the Lebanese border, which has seen heightened tensions since hostilities with Hamas erupted last weekend, amid threats launched by Hezbollah toward Israel. The IDF calls for the evacuation of all civilians of Gaza City from their homes southwards for their own safety and protection and move to the area south of the Wadi Gaza, as shown on the map, the message read. The Hamas terrorist organization waged a war against the State of Israel, and Gaza City is an area where military operations take place. This evacuation is for your own safety. You will be able to return to Gaza City only when another announcement permitting it is made. Do not approach the area of the security fence with the State of Israel. Hamas terrorists are hiding in Gaza City inside tunnels underneath houses and inside buildings populated with innocent Gazan civilians. Civilians of Gaza City, evacuate south for your own safety and the safety of your families, and distance yourself from Hamas terrorists who are using you as human shields. In the following days, the IDF will continue to operate significantly in Gaza City and make extensive efforts to avoid harming civilians. The Israeli military said it struck 750 military targets in northern Gaza overnight, including what it said were Hamas tunnels, military compounds, residences of senior operatives and weapons storage warehouses. Dozens of fighter jets struck numerous Hamas military targets in the Gaza Strip, including 12 Hamas military assets, each located in a multi-story building used by the Hamas for terror purposes, a statement read. First published, 9/26, 10.13.23.
This post received a score of 6,800, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I'd like to believe that one or more hostages will be safe. I'm not optimistic about their chances, but really hope to be wrong.
It's good that they're trying. Imagine being the parent of a kidnapped child right now. They can't tell these people that they didn't do everything that they could.
I worked in Baghdad during the war as a young woman. There was a clear agreement with my security that if shit ever went very wrong, and one of us was being taken alive, well, anyone left who had a gun would ensure they wouldn't be. Better to be dead quickly than your head chopped off on YouTube. I'm a mother now and I can't even begin to get my head around thinking any of those thoughts for a young child.
There is a video going around of a Jewish man telling reporters how much of a blessing it was that after 2 days he found out that his child was killed and not taken hostage. There are worse things than a quick death.
His 8-year-old daughter that was at a sleepover at a different house in the same kibbutz. I can't possibly fathom what he went through between the attack and finding out his daughter was killed.
So many completely heartbreaking stories out of Israel this week. An entire nation has been brutally terrorized and the collective trauma is going to take generations to get over. What an abhorrently dark week.
And it's not like this is the first time. It's been going on for thousands of years.
These hostages are totally done. If even 5% survive this, it will be a minor miracle.
I saw an interview with a father of one of the female hostages who found out his daughter was dead. He broke down and cried with relief when he found out, because he said her being alive in the hands of Hamas and others was far worse than her being dead. Super sad to watch.
Link.
That was hard to watch.
I mean, wouldn't this be done with covert ops or negotiation? Odds of getting anyone alive like this don't seem very good.
They learned from Delta Force in Mogadishu you can't send SF units into a hostile city to do snatch and grabs without it turning into a shit show. It's going to be a Fallujah scenario with a lot of block-by-block clearing. Maybe a little flavor of Vietnam with tunnel warfare. The Black Ops will be them assassinating Hamas leadership in Qatar, wherever years down the road.
greater than they learned from Delta Force in Mogadishu. You can't send SF units into a hostile city to do snatch and grabs without it turning into a shitshow. You mean they learned that helicopter infiltration in the middle of the day with 200 men turns into a shitshow.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.